septillion hunts, so this is something I'm acclimated to. I'm actually very partial to study matchups in this game because they all like just have different degrees of range and safety. It's funny to see how there's interface. Cloud has a little bit more different, but even still, we're looking towards a fun set. I'm feeling that actually Aqua, very well-traveled player, likely has played at least Enhanced. A couple of he's played Gravity. We've got a couple of plats here for doing Moeru. I don't know how often they leave Maryland. I know that they're running regular, so I don't know how much that experience goes that way. But Sorties tend to be fairly intimidating. Right now, we're seeing just a lot of these two players trying to weave it inside of, in and out of their range, open each other up. Great response with the cross slash. To get Aqua off of them. Moeru so far.
First to 3.
Slowly trying to get control of the stage. Definitely at a point where straight hit will kill, but whoever's the center pretty much wins this time. It was Aqua. They're throwing out a lot of aerials. Hoping to catch each other with them.
I feel like rising forward air from Corrin is going to be a big deal in this matchup, like, legitimately.
Oh, for sure. As an area, like, oh, you have to...
That's what Matthew's thinking right now.
Why have you brought this up so many times?
I just think that his laugh is so iconic and funny. I like to think that Matthew Toa Swifter is Mandark on the inside. Like
that would be all. Okay, that's awesome. Who's Dexter then?
Oh, Dexter? That's ooh, who would be a good Dexter
is that
for?
Eric?
Oh, it's definitely Eric because he always wins. Oh, you are so stupid.
Stupid. My dumb sister Didi.
Oh, who's Didi? Oh, Mid Chocolate.
Didi? You're so right. That would be Didi.
Are we just doing the cuck chair bit again?
What? Oh, cuck chair bit? No. No, honestly, for anybody who is not hip to the cuck chair bit, it is Cloud and Dedede. They are doing things to each other, but only with in-game animations. And Isabelle is in the froggy chair in the side. I just like imagine this is like created in like, I don't know, like a diorama.
I forget how we really came up with that, but it was like it started with me and Aiden, and then I brought it up here, and then like it just went further.
Yeah, and that has no bearing on the set. None of those.
How did it even go?
Oh no! We were playing. We were playing friends at Owl's Off, right?
Right.
And I said like I love Isabelle down there because it's like a budget cloud down there, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like it's super active, it's disjointed, like it does everything, right?
Yeah.
And then one of us brought up like, oh no, sweetie, I love the smaller down here.
Great. It sounds like us. I like genuinely forget half the duration I say.
Dude, tell me about it. And like eventually, I think this sounds like more like a me thing than a you thing, but I think it was, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, and then Dedede's like really like into getting like getting it hard. It's like he's like berating Cloud the entire time, like do it harder, you fucker. And he's like sounds like the Kirby right back at you, Dedede too.
He's Italian.
Yeah, so he's like, oh you blasted Cloud. Do it on him. I can do his voice, dude.
I have not watched nearly enough Kirby Right Back At You to participate in the cuck chair bit.
You missed that episode. It was on the Blu-ray, dude. It's on a season 1 Blu-ray. Kirby Right Back At You. Kirby in the
Also like
there.
a spiritual thing. You don't need to like.
Okay.
You don't need to have been there. Like the moment we talked about like, oh yeah, so like Dedede and Cloud are fucking, and like Isabelle's in like a froggy couch. Oh my god.
Homie sock.
Now he's
You know, as we would like to say, like Cloud's really difficult to play and really like execution intensive, and like the match was just so hard, right? Like,
sure. That's alright.
I wouldn't quite say that.
That's alright. He's basically like Little Mac.
I haven't talked to Moeru in long enough. I can't do a good impression right now.
I can't do an impression. I can only do impressions of cartoon characters. I can't do of real people.
Really?
Well, then just pretend that Moeru is Eric Cartman.
Well, one of the easiest ones to do. Have you ever thought of talking like this and playing Kirby? I think Cloud wins this matchup.
I think.
Yeah. Orpha. Who's another easy one?
Here's what certified Cloud, more like.
Nope.
We already did Jerry Seinfeld dating a 6-year-old.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, she was Kirby. It was her first game.
Jerry Seinfeld, he's like a comedian. I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Like he's not like he's a pedophile.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like, do you know about the 1738 joke? So when Jerry Seinfeld was 38 years old, he was dating a 17-year-old.
Oh.
And there's like a picture of them, and it's like really easy to find a video of like just that picture like in the background with the sort of like 1738.
Whoa! I love when Clouds do that.
This child hater, Jerry Seinfeld.
Gerald Seinfeld. You have to assume Gerald Seinfeld.
Stuff. Wait, what's that? Not that stuff.
Oh, did we never hammer that in? Oh.
Actually, I did a bunch of girls anyway. Kind of fun stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, so into the set, we no longer have the villain of commentary of Nash.
I like the neutral party commentary. I like the anti-hero commentary. I don't shit to be fair.
Oh no, I do that shit all the time.
I think there are actual protagonists.
All right, so interesting that didn't send further, but I guess Swifter was pretty low onto the ground.
I respect that high up here so much. It's hard to know when to work, especially at high percent.
Yeah. That dash attack felt lazy. I think that he was probably looking for a
All
wow.
the way up is Moeru. That much closer game though, incredibly. I think it just went back and forth a lot more. Like these characters, I feel like when they get their openers, they do roughly the same damage like per string.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of goes back and forth. Whoever center is a winner. It would be funny if one day one of the redemption ladder quarters, like someone took it home and they realized it was actually like a rare misprint, like an incredibly valuable like $1,000 quarter.
You know, this has Kennedy looking to the left.
Yeah. This is Kennedy sticking his tongue in his nose and laughing.
Yeah, this was a misprint.
Yeah. It wasn't a misprint. Someone really hated Kennedy.
Yeah.
Made this one quarter.
Anyway, this is getting rid of limit. Clouds are so stingy with that limit. They're willing to take like an extra 10%. They're like, I might get it back.
To be fair, you might, but in that case, you're not getting back at all.
I feel like Swifter, Matthew has done a really good job of just like spacing around limit options.
Absolutely. I don't know that Moeru has necessarily even really got limit, especially when you tell like recovery.
That just tends to happen to the player who's losing neutral more, though.
That's fine.
Like, I feel like that's generally how Cloud works. If you're winning, you win more. If you're losing, you lose less. At the cost of limit.
Speaking of winning, Moeru is doing it. They've got Aqua at the ledge here. Maybe a little bit too eager to cover full hop, but so far they've been staying just close enough where they can fast fall in a position where Swifter doesn't take the aerial option, and otherwise they're covering things pretty well. I think we need to do some cross slash.
Yeah. The thing is, Matthew's the kind of guy who probably knows the cross slash parry.
That's actually a good point.
Probably can do that on the rip. So I wouldn't be surprised if Moeru was like, I don't want to risk it. Like that might be my stock if he gets like a parry down smash.
That's a good point. So far they're just throwing out their favorite aerial and hoping that it'll land.
Yeah.
No up B.
What does it get you? Like, you're much better reading the next option and potentially getting a kill. Like, your up B doesn't... my god, killing with up tilt. That is a sad life. Moeru also getting limit early, wasting a bunch of seconds. If I'm against Moeru there, I'm making them waste those like 3 seconds limit. I can stand on the angel platform.
Absolutely.
And neutral B in 3. Oh, never mind. Back there into side B.
Putting on some good damage. This ledge situation could be very big. Moeru does love covering, like higher mid recoveries with forward air.
It forces the opponent to get into the ledge trap, and they're very good at the ledge trap. There was only one option there.
Yeah.
Any earlier, Swifter could have just reacted.
I can see pin being a very big deal in this matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
Right, great poking up, just barely above leg with the wing, clearing a little bit of space. Slowly working Aqua to the percent where, like, maybe we'll see another straight up self kill. He's just like, I don't love that.
Yeah.
They're a bit anxious for the kill. Moeru, very determined. They know that they're on game point. They cannot afford to let Aqua snowball as he did.
Yeah. But if they can get the kill right now, I understand the idea. Especially when you're at low percents, those big commitments, especially against Corrin, really only make you take about 16 damage.
That's very true.
Like, you can really swing against this character.
There's a back there right there. There's a back, eager back there just waiting.
Yep. Dash check will take it, but at 171.
I don't love that. Moeru needs to find something really meaningful. Wait, I love the stagger jab back off.
And I think that's a bit meaningful, Aiden!
That meant so much to me.
I think that's a pretty meaningful interaction right there.
That was personal. That was very personal. I really love seeing that from Moeru. Good awareness. Noticing that Swifter actually has gone for that air dodge when going mid a couple different times.
Crawling back into the set and on to Pokemon Stadium 2. We are back in the year of our Lord 2024. Honestly, I'm glad that we're seeing less of this stage, just because I think that Small Battlefield is in general more exciting, and you get more songs on it.
That's also a good point.
But I think the core of the stage list is that we don't have WarioWare.
True.
And
I completely agree. That'd be so fun.
And honestly, I only ever use WarioWare as a negotiating tactic to get them to meet me in the middle on re-adding Lilac Roots. They're like, oh well, okay, it's fine. You're not gonna give me WarioWare. At least give me Lilac Cruz, all right? We can go midsies on this. They're like, what the fuck are you talking? Get out of the Smash back room.
What are you doing? Get out! This is a bank, sir.
This is a robbery.
Sir, you're robbing me.
I know, and I've been robbed because FD is still on the stage list with 2 other FDs. What's the deal with that?
They're not killing him. A little surprised.
I don't know how our hero comes back from this one. Yeah, Moeru dead there, but 91%. We'll see. What we saw a lot last game was just Moeru's advantage state turning into a ton of extra like little chip damage, and eventually a little piddly thing would kill.
Oh, absolutely.
However, this big damage here from Corrin, 40 damage is a lot for Corrin. She really doesn't have that many consistent strings that do a lot.
A lot of it ends up being frame trap damage.
Exactly. And especially these early percents, that's when you're most valuable. Like Corrin really can only get forward air and such at low percents. And if you can avoid that, you can avoid a lot of damage. But at those later percents, you just get frame trapped for a lot of extra damage. And it just feels like as a character, she gets more follow-up damage the more the further into the stock you go. Gets a little bit annoying. At Smash?
Level of deficit Moeru's playing with anxious.
Yeah, especially with that full hop back air, probably intending to be a short hop back air. 152 damage on Matthew Toa, but
I know 20 is a big, this is a big deal, but I really don't like that you're getting any damage on this last stock. We're at kind of the percent where like Corrin sets up the juggles and frame traps reliably. That's where you get like a lot more damage eked out.
yeah.
Not even in some percent to find back there, but really in time.
This is looking really, really hard. Every little bit of extra damage from Corrin is just going to make that last stock so much easier to play. Moeru looking for something a little bit interesting there. I'm sure that would have been a really great confirm, especially at this low percent. That limit cross slash has very, very low lag. You can kind of get off there, maybe throw like a nair or something, be cheeky, but I don't know.
Of course, yeah, no.
you have to get creative when you're losing like this because what you're doing hasn't been working.
Oh, it's too big for sure. Oh, and we're about to see it, aren't we? Yeah.
And that's the tournament for Moeru, unfortunately. 7th place is downright nice at this tournament, though.
I would even say commendable, given how many, like, how stacked.
I would even say commendable.
I would even say downright
Can I
commendable.
get Matador and Zexy? Matador.